What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Jenna Liquidator, coming back with another video. So it looked like the WNBA fans is calling for these referees to be fired after they accused the WNBA of fixing this year's final, and Cheryl Reeve erupts on reporters. Guys, this is going to be a banger. For this one here, we got to go all the way up to New York. Let's get it. Let's go. WNBA finals took place tonight, and I'm here to tell you, dog, it was sensational for the most part. Now, that is because the New York Liberty looked like, I don't know, not the same damn team. Breanna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu played over 40-plus minutes, and guess what? They was combined for 18 total points. Yes, combined for 18 total points in a 62-67 final score in the WNBA final, bruh. This was by far the worst performance the New York Liberty have displayed all season long, dog. They looked it bad. And I'm here to tell you, dog, it was simply ridiculous. Now, one call sparked debate online throughout this whole situation, and I'm here to tell you, this is very questionable, and this is what I be saying about them WNBA referees. Let's pull up the clip right now. So as you guys seen right there was a foul call against Breanna Stewart. And I'm here to tell you, bro, the fans was not happy. This is what they had to say. They stated the fix was in from the beginning. The referees should be given MVP. Lost a little respect I had for the W. That was the most obvious rigged game I've seen this season in any professional sports. Stewart clear as day traveled, and they called a phantom foul instead of the travel for what basically was a game, not to mention the 25 to 28 feet differential. One fan went on to state, and she traveled before WNBA so want the Liberty to win. Now, they ain't never won the finals in 20-some years, I think 28 years or something they were saying like that, but they didn't have to rig this thing, dog. And it's just ridiculous, bro, because why do that when you know the eyes of the world is watching you? One person that I know everybody in Caitlin Clark land is not fond of is Cheryl Reeve. Now, I got a little sympathy for Cheryl tonight, even though her team had ample chances to come back and win 5 different chances to shoot a 3 and tie the game, send it to double overtime, and yeah, like we'll be singing a totally different story. But they couldn't find a 3-point shot to save their life. Neither could New York either. But damn, dog, like New York kept tripping in overtime, and they had like 5 different chances to tie the damn game. It was just a whole little weird game. But with all that being said, I'm done talking. Let's check out what Cheryl Reeve had to say. Roll the footage.
First question will come from the right in the front row.
Fee, what made the defense so difficult over the last half of that game? Was it just what New York did, or what were you seeing there?
Here comes Cheryl. Do you want to ask her or me?
Abby, do you have box scores?
I mean, they turned up the pressure. It's the end of the game. Of course, we're both trying to win, so they turned up the pressure. We got a couple turnovers. We didn't execute our offensive plays at the end, so that's what their defense was doing.
Coach, maybe you could speak to that too, just about what you saw with the offense over the last half of that game as New York tried to pressure.
I saw a very physical and aggressive New York team. And we know this from being a part of the game for so long that sometimes you get away with stuff when you're physical and aggressive, and they certainly did. It's a shame that officiating had such a hand in a series like this. Obviously, there's always going to be a team that's going to be a little more disappointed than the other. I thought today was incredibly disappointing. The challenge, we have got to change our challenge rules, and the officials doing the game should have a third party, because that was not a foul. That call should have been reversed on that challenge. If we sent that clip in Well, first of all, Nafisa Collier, the number of times that she's held, et cetera, and there's nothing down that end, right? Which we, it's kind of, for whatever reason, in the series, that was kind of the way it was. But when, at the other end, when we challenged it, if we would have turned that clip in, they would have told us that it was marginal contact, no foul. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. So when you review, those should be the same parameters that you're reviewing with. But the three people that are on the game need a third party to let them know, because that decided the game. That decided the game.
Next question, standing to your right.
Cheryl, forgive me for changing the subject for a moment, but you did such a great job of preventing Brianna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu from scoring for the most part tonight. What about Jonquel Jones made her so difficult to stop tonight?
When you watch the whole series, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
So what makes her difficult is you're spending a lot of time guarding Sabrina and Stewie and, in some of those schemes that created mismatches, but we were going to live with some of that, right? We knew that JJ was going to score. These guys shot 30%. Shot 30%. The difference was in the foul line. And obviously we needed to execute better on offense. I think one of these guys said that. We had opportunities not to fuel them, but we knew they were coming. We just needed, our lead guard spot was obviously, it was rough for us tonight there. We get a little bit decent play out of there. We win the game, But with all that happened, we still almost put ourselves in position to do this. And, I hurt for our players. Really, really hurt. Incredibly special group.
Next question, second row, center right.
Cheryl, Taylor Feed, congratulations on the season that you guys had. I'm just hoping you can take me through going into halftime, executing a lot of what you wanted to do, especially on the defensive end, and it's 34-27. Does that feel smaller than it needed to be? Or are you feeling good about where you guys are at and what that conversation was like sort of for each of you in turn?
I think that was just kind of the end of quarter situation. I think we were up 12. It was 32-20, and then we allowed them to come back to get into within 7 or something like that, going into the half. And that's where we have to, be better. And that's been throughout the series too, the end of quarters and things like that. And it's hard when you're playing a team at home, a team that knows each other well and things like that. But it's hard to just pick one thing. You know what I'm saying? When you still have a chance to win the game. So I think. Yeah, we could have executed better, but there were so many things that went on throughout the game that I think we still gave ourselves a chance to win.
And just what was halftime like? What was that conversation like?
It's been the same. I mean, it's game 5. Everybody's making their adjustments mid-game, mid-possession. We're flying around. Everybody knows each other so well at this point. Everybody's trying to make a play and stop them from making a play. And they made some plays in the second half.
We talked about
Next question, front row to your right.
Hi, Fee. I'm wondering, it seemed like the shots were falling a little bit easier in the first quarter and slowly got harder over the course of the game for you. I'm wondering, was that just because of, New York tightening up? Did it feel like there were any particular reasons why? Maybe the players they were throwing at you, or just that's how it went?
Yeah, probably because I was getting held a little bit. It was a little hard to make shots. No, I think, of course, like they said, everyone's trying to make adjustments second half. I got a lot of shots up in the first. I was making a lot, so they tightened up their defense, brought people in rotation, were doubling, things like that. So I think they just upped the pressure, so it got harder. So, yeah.
Next question, standing to the left.
Yep. Coach, your team showed the heart of a champion all season, no matter what the result was. So I want to ask you how you really enjoyed this team, really cherished this team. What was your message to them in this locker room throughout this defeat? And for you, Kayla, you playing with this team, with how they've loved your energy all season and enjoyed your leadership, your thoughts on playing with this team all season and how you feel that you showed the championship spirit regardless of the result?
I share with them exactly what you said. Incredibly proud that, since the day we got together in training camp all the way through to the end, we were the same team. We never got the disease of me. Not one single player on the team got the disease of me, not one. Those that were maybe in the rotation, fell out of the rotation, some that never got to play. No one ever put themselves first, no one. That is incredibly difficult to find in this day and age. So I'm really, really proud. I'm incredibly proud of the number of people that were impacted by Lynx basketball and how excited they were to watch our team play. I told them it's who they are as people, how they did it. So those are things that we talked about, and I wouldn't trade them for anyone, any team. Do things the right way. Built a team within the rules. Those sort of things that maybe right now aren't happening in our league. And, did it the hard way. And you know what? We gave hope to those teams that aren't willing to circumvent the cap or, fly illegally or all the stuff that's happened over the last 5 years, right? And so, do it the right way. It gives hope for those other teams that you can build a team just like ours. You don't have to have a super team, right? You don't have to have that. There's a different way to do it. So I'm incredibly proud of them.
Our next two questions will come from the second row to your right.
K-Mac was going to answer his question. Sorry.
Yeah, it's really rare, and saying that this is my 11th season and I get to go out there and fight with women that I consider sisters. That's why it feels the way it does, because every single day we came to work and we enjoyed being with each other. We enjoyed competing with each other, fighting for each other, and that's why we're here. That's why we gave ourselves a chance to compete for a championship, because we showed up every day and did it the right way and did it for each other. And that's really rare in this league. The way that it's happening and all this other bullshit that people make seem like is important is not. What you have in your locker room and coming to work and showing up every single day and doing things the right way, that's the most important thing. And that's why it feels like this with each other, because we care so much about each other and we wanted it for each other. And that's the beauty of it, and that's also the heartbreak of it, because we deserve this shit.
Our next two questions will come from the second row to your right.
For Cheryl and/or Kayla, I think Fee's going to end this postseason as the only player in league history to lead the league in points, rebounds, steals.
Free throw attempts? No?
Maybe not that. Blocks, I think, was the other one. But what can you say about the statement she's made throughout this postseason and even in this last game?
Obviously, the exclamation point to the incredible season that she had. Fee showed up big time, for this team and put us in position to be within, seconds of a championship. Fee was phenomenal.
I'm always so in awe of Fee, because she carries it with such grace, and she carries it her own way. And as a superstar in this league, it can be something else. Then it can become about something else, but she always keeps it about the team and always keeps it about winning and just continue to get better and better, and I'm always in awe of her. Every time she steps on the court and just the way she carries herself, no matter what's going on, she's just so consistent, and that comes from her. That's her internal amazing. We just have so much confidence in who she is on and off the court, and I'm lucky to be alongside of her. And I'm just, like I said, I'm just in awe. And she's had an amazing, amazing season and amazing postseason, obviously. So can't wait to see what she does in the future.
In the second row.
I was going to ask about Fee being phenomenal too. Cheryl, I wondered, so often when we talk about who's the best player in the world, it seems to be people are arguing Asia or Stewie. But after this, it seems like Fee is, she's definitely not the third best player in the world. I'm pretty convinced. How much do you think that this type of postseason can help her? She's still very young. She can still get better, catapult to an even another level next year.
Yeah, that's what's coming. I think greater recognition. That's what's coming, and Fee's earned every bit of it. And like you said, still the season that she was having, it's not Fee that you're hearing about, right? It's other players, and so. But I think Fee's earned it, and we'll see going into next season if maybe, she'll be a little more a face of the league.
We have time for just a couple more. Next question, last row in the center.
Hi, Cheryl. You alluded a little bit to the way you've built this team, and I've definitely thought of your team as kind of a holistic organizational success story. The pro scouting with the players you were able to get in free agency, the player development side with a player like Bridget Carlton. As we see a lot of other teams around the league either build front offices from scratch or restructure theirs as the league gets more competitive and owners are investing more in their team, what do you think the front office of the future looks like, and what role does the head coach play in that?
Well, that's really loaded. It's a lot for me to think about right now. Forgive me. I really don't have an answer for that. It's just pretty deep for me. And plus, there's proprietary secrets.
Anyone else in the room? Right. Second row.
Cheryl, Niara came in and was great for them
She was.
tonight. What did she do things differently, or was it just more
No,
that
she
she
was
got the
tremendous in the
opportunity?
playoffs. Niara Sabali was tremendous in the playoffs. Really gave them a lift every single time she got minutes, and not surprised that, I mean, they went big. You know, it's crazy how the series ended, right? For 4 games, it was about the three ball, certainly offensive rebounds throughout the whole thing. But then tonight came down to points in the paint. We don't even score in the paint. We had, 44, was it? Right? So it was really interesting how the series ended, with them playing bigger. They won the game with their defense, no doubt about it, with their defense. And but anyway, to your question, Sabali was her minutes were really good, really helped them. And I know all the headlines will be Reeve cries foul. Bring it on, right? Bring it on, because this shit was stolen from us. Bring it on. Well, we talked about it, we know we could have done some things, right? But you shouldn't have to overcome to that extent. This shit ain't that hard. Officiating it's not that hard. When someone is being held, be consistent. If you don't want to call hold at one end, then don't call it at the other. Be consistent. Every team asked for that, right? Sandy asked for that last game. So 3 of the games in the series, we're talking about the same damn thing, right? So I tell these guys, for whatever reason it didn't work out, right? It just doesn't feel right that you lose a series with that level of discrepancy, And we don't have a team that whines and complains and, all that stuff. And, sometimes it probably hurts us. Maybe being a little more, I don't know, something. But I just think that, you have a star player like Fee, I don't get it. I don't get how she can be held and go to the basket and get hit. And then a marginal, at best, sends their best player to the free throw line. That's tough. It's tough to swallow. Just like our 2016 championship that was lost. Officiating, missing a shot clock violation. This sucks. This is for a championship, right? For both teams. Let them decide it. What contact is legal should be the same for both teams. This isn't that hard. And so it's disappointing. Congratulations to the Liberty on their first championship. Been around, I don't know, how long has the league been around? 28 years? It took them 28 years. Congrats to them. We were that close to our 5th. Just didn't happen, right? It's disappointing. It's incredibly disappointing. But these guys, they got to try to pick themselves up and go, we were that damn close, and, it hurts. It hurts.
Coach, Kalen DeFisa, thank you.
Thanks.
Was Cheryl Reeve speaking to reporters immediately after this game. And like I said, one call that is being questionable. Now, here is a picture, still image of this call that is having fans mad. That is the Breanna Stewart call, bro. Now, I'm here to tell you, fans letting it be known it was a highway robbery. A great tough in the WNBA. Why ruin such a great night with such a bad call? I don't know. But guys, get down in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about this. Keep them bells on, because you know what? Coming back with another one. And like always, till next time, shake the haters off. I'm out of here. Peace out. Shake the haters off.